Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news, I'm Tharusha Kumar Singh. Just before we start off, let's take a look at your headlines this afternoon.
Department of Agriculture launches a special program to create awareness about the Sena caterpillar. CID informs court that a lengthy investigation will be done against Chief of Defence Staff Admiral Ravindra Vijayagunnaratne. Theresa May faces confidence vote after huge defeat. Promotion campaign of Platinum Awards 2018 begins today.
Finance Minister Mangala Samaraweera says the Sri Lankan delegations held a very productive discussion with International Monetary Fund Chief Christine Lagarde in Washington, D.C.
In a tweet, Mangala Samaraweera said Sri Lanka remains committed to progressive economic reforms and a team from IMF will visit the country in February 2019 to resume discussions. Christine Lagarde, Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, following the meeting with Minister Mangala Samaraweera and the Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy, in a statement said the discussions were centered on the challenging economic environment and the policy priorities for the country. She adds the authorities stressed Sri Lanka's continued commitment to the economic reform agenda under the IMF-supported program. Lagarde noted that they agreed that a strong policy mix with effective implementation of that agenda is key to strengthening confidence while putting Sri Lanka on a sustainable, high-quality growth path that would benefit its people.
The CID has informed the court that an investigation will be launched by obtaining phone records against the Chief of Defence Staff Ravindra Vijayagunnaratne. The CID stated this when the case was taken up before the 4th Acting Magistrate Priyantha Liyanage.
On behalf of the CID, an Assistant Superintendent of Police presented facts before the court. The CID informed court that investigations reveal even after CDS Ravindra Vijayagunnaratne resigned from the post of Navy Commander, he had utilized the 709 room of office quarters at the Navy base. Admiral Ravindra Vijayagunnaratne has been convicted of protecting a Navy official who is behind the abduction and disappearance of 11 youth and threatening an individual who was to provide evidence.
We have many interesting stories lined up for you, including the Sena caterpillar crisis and, of course, internationally, the Theresa May's no confidence motion. But meanwhile, President Maithripala Sirisena, who left to the Philippines for a 5-day state visit yesterday, will hold bilateral talks with the President of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, today.
During his visit to the Philippines, the President is expected to further strengthen the political, economic and cultural ties between the two countries, and it is also expected to sign several MOUs in this regard.
News petition filed. Still in local news, a petition filed by former President Mahinda Rajapaksa against the removal from the posts of Prime Minister and the Cabinet of Ministers was taken up at the Supreme Court today. The case was taken up before Chief Justice Nalin Pereira and Justices Priyantha Jayawardena and LTB Dehidenia.
When the petition was called up, attorneys appearing for the respondent, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, sought time from court in order to inform them whether or not the petition filed with the Court of Appeal by 122 MPs, including Ranil Wickremesinghe, will be withdrawn or not. The petition will be taken up again on the 6th of February.
Fall arm infestation, or as we know it, the Sena caterpillar infestation, has caused a lot of problems to several farmlands, several districts in the island, and we have sent several teams to look into this aspect as well to bring you the accurate details. Right now, a operations meeting is being held behind these doors to get this information accurately to you. Let's have a look as to what is happening. So let me see you for a second. Can you explain to us what is going on?
Well, this is an operational meeting. As you know, the fall armyworm, also known as the Sena Danaba or the Sena caterpillar, has affected most of the crops in the country. That's like almost 100 varieties of crops have affected, leaving more than half of the farming population helpless. Their family is helpless. So here we are actually discussing on a Newsfirst Governmental approach together with the University of Peradeniya to study this issue, find out why it's spreading so far into many areas, many districts, and also address it. Ramesh, if you don't mind, can you just give us a brief on how we're going to approach this?
Sure. Zulfik, well, there have been 3 areas that have been really affected by the Sena Lalabua. that is the Monragala, Ampara and the Anuradhapura area. So what we have done is we have been reporting on the Sena Dalapa for quite some time. However, it has not really been picked up by the general public. So we have taken the initiative of going to these areas of Monragala, Ampara and Anuradhapura, which have been worst affected, together with the University of Peradeniya and the Department of Agriculture. We are doing our best to create awareness on this spreading epidemic, because nearly 50% of the corn cultivation, hopefully through what we are doing right now, we will be able to find a solution to this, because as the Department of Agriculture says, this can not only affect corn, it can affect 180 other crops in Sri Lanka.
කරල කන හැටි බලන්න නැබිලි ඉන්න හැටි එකේ තුලේ එහෙම වෙලා මැරිලා වගේ ඉන්නේ නේ බොරුවට මැරිලා නැහැ අල්ලන්න එපා අන්න එපා ලෝමත් අවිල්ලා අම්මට ලෝමත් අවිල්ලා වරක දෙක තුනක් ඉන්න පාන ලෝමත් අඩු හරි 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 තමයි ඉන්නේ කනවා.
The Sena caterpillar was first discovered last October in a cornfield in the Ampara district and has since spread to the Monragala, Kurunegala and Anuradhapura districts, as well as to the Galle and Mathura districts. Nearly 40,000 hectares of corn cultivation across the country has already been destroyed due to this caterpillar infestation. It is evident in the Galle and Mathura districts that the infestation has spread into other crops as well, including green gram, millet as well as paddy cultivations. We obtained loans to cultivate, but the caterpillar has destroyed everything. How can we live? We cannot because of the lack of water, and here the cultivations have been destroyed. If this continues, this caterpillar will not just destroy the fields, it will destroy us and the country as a whole. Even to date, countries that were affected by the Sena caterpillar species have failed to find any solution to mitigate this issue. This caterpillar can devour more than 100 plant species including corn. This means that this pest is a threat to food production in all parts of the country. Newsfirst Commander will travel to these districts that are severely affected along with the research teams of the Agriculture Faculty of the University of Peradeniya. 3 research teams are currently gathering data in the Monragala, Ampara and Anuradhapura districts. This research is being carried out in a bid to collect accurate information about the infestation.
ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නාච්චාදුව ප්‍රදේශයට ගොවි ජනතාව විශාල පිරිසක් අපිත් එක්ක ඉන්නවා පොඩ්ඩක් ඔවුන් එක්ක කතා කරමු. අපි ඉන්නේ නාච්චාදුවේ කොහෙදයි මේ අපි ඉන්නේ? අපිට පොඩ්ඩක් විස්තර කියන්න.
නාච්චාදුව පූගල්ලාගම හෙන්නේ ආයේ.
පූගල්ලාගම හෙන්නේ ආයේ. කොච්චර විතර භූමි ප්‍රදේශයක්ද?
මේ හරිය අක්කර 50ක විතර භූමි ප්‍රදේශයක් තියෙනවා.
දැන් මොන වගේ විනාශයක්ද මේ ප්‍රදේශයට කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේ සේනා දළඹුව?
පළ කාලේ ඉඳලම මේ බඩේරුඟු ගොබේ ඉඳලම කනවා දැන් කරලටත් ඇවිල්ලා විනාශ වෙලා තියෙන ගොඩක් දුරට.
දැන් මේ අක්කර 50ම බඩේරුඟුව ගාව විනාශයි. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ යට කරපු මුදල් වලට මොකද වෙන්නේ? දැන් කොහොමද ඉස්සරහට ජීවිකාව කරගෙන යන්නේ ඉතින්?
ඒක කරගෙන යන්න නම් අමාරු තමයි ඉතින්. ටිකටම ඉතින් මේ තත්ත්වය තමයි අපිට දැන් මුලදී මුනියන් කාලේ තත්ත්වය උදා වුණා. මේ සැරේ වැහැලත් මේ තත්ත්වය තමයි තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මේ දලබ නිසා අපිට ගොඩක් පාඩු සිද්ධ වෙනවා.
එහෙම සහනාධාර ලැබෙනවද මේ වන සතුන්ගෙන් සත්වින්ගෙන් වෙන හානි වලට එහෙම ලැබිලා තියෙනවද සහනාධාර මීට කලින්?
මීට කලින් වන සතුන්ගෙන් වෙන හානි වලට නම් ලැබිලා නැහැ අපිට.
කරයක් විතර කෑවොත් රුපියල් 5000ක් විතර තමයි ගෙවන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒකයි මේ ඒක නිකන් අපිට ට්‍රැක්ටර් එකකින් හාගන්නවත් බෑ අක්කරේ ඒක. එහෙම කරන්නේ.
Now we here at News First are on a mission to find out the roots of this crisis. Meanwhile, the Department of Agriculture is launching an island-wide program today to educate farmers on the caterpillar menace known as the Sena. Director General of Agriculture Dr. W.M.W. Veerakorn said that the program will be conducted till the 31st in collaboration with the Department of Agriculture, Agrarian Development and Mahavali Authority. Still in local news, now Lanka Private Bus Owners Association convened a media briefing in Colombo. The fuel price formula and the carbon tax should be taken out. Impractical things like that confuse the society. Therefore, the fuel price should be amended every 6 months. Otherwise, it is ridiculous to change this every 6 months. If they can't understand this, the people's opposition will grow stronger. Did the bus fares come down when diesel was decreased by 2 rupees? Did the price of a hopper come down? No, but the daily loss incurred by the government is said to be 20 million. Who is encouraging this? We can't face the people when diesel was decreased by 2 rupees. People ask us about the reduction of bus fares. How can we reduce bus fares by 2 rupees? Therefore, we request the government to work logically. This absurdity should be stopped immediately.
ප්‍රායෝගිකව කරන්න බැරි විහිළු වැඩ මේ රටේ වහාම නවත්තන්න කටයුතු කරන්න.
Now, the ceremony to mark the completion of reclamation work at the port city Colombo was held today.
Shin Hai Long, the last of the 4 state-of-the-art dredgers used for the sand mining operation, left the project site during the ceremony today. The event was graced by Minister of Megapolis and Western Development Partli Champika Ranawaka and the Chinese ambassador in Sri Lanka and several other dignitaries. 269 hectares of land from the ocean has been fully reclaimed and the ground is set for the second phase of the project. The port city Colombo will be made up of 5 different precincts, including the financial district, Central Park Living, Island Living, the Marina and the International Island.
Now, Platinum Awards 2018, a one-of-a-kind award ceremony to commend, recognize and award Sri Lanka's talented sportsmen and women, organized by a private media network. The promotion activities of Platinum Awards 2018 commenced today with the support of the Education Ministry and the Ministry of Sports.
The promotional activities of Platinum Awards 2018 commenced opposite Thurston College in Colombo. The award will focus on the talents showcased by the sportsmen and women nationally and internationally from December 2017 to December 2018. "20 sportsmen and women will be awarded and 10 medals will be provided. The Platinum Awards, which is a lifetime award, will also be awarded to an exemplary sportsman or sportswoman. The world-famous insurance provider Allianz Insurance has partnered with Sports First for this year's Platinum Awards.
Newsfirst wanted to go beyond conventional news reporting and wanted to do something for the country. We started to go to the people and find out about their problems and understand how we can provide solutions. We saw a number of problems in the sports sector. Sports in the country does not receive any support. If the sportsmen and women are not commended and awarded, their strength will diminish.
I wish to thank Newsfirst and Allianz for organizing this award ceremony. There was no one to present awards to us when we were running. There was no one to encourage us in this manner. You have received that opportunity.
The promotional activities that began today will cover all the districts of the country and will be in effect till the 10th of next month. There will be 30 workshops that will be held at 30 selected schools in line with the promotional activities, and a talented sportsman or woman will be selected from those schools. Sri Lanka is not a third world poor country. That is how we think. We race with the most powerful countries in the world. We have been able to take the country forward amidst those powerful countries. We are lucky to be born here. Allianz is a company that goes beyond insurance. It's a company that helps people win.
And with that, it's a wrap of Lunchtime News today. I will see you once again at 1:55 with the very latest.